pushing.
Bro, I mean, it gets stressful. I'd say in those points, it's like, okay, what could we have done better beforehand to avoid this situation of mental anguish? Number one. And one thing I really wanted to bring up, so I don't believe in God. But one thing I will say is that these motherfuckers who always say God will provide, they will a lot of shit to happen because they don't expect anything else to happen. Like, as far as like dead ass faith. Like, no, this is fine. Like, it's gonna happen. Like, it's like the faith, and I've seen a trend of like the different like religious people, and then like you see a trend of like the law of attraction people. They're just using different words, but it's the same mentality.
It's the same. It's all faith.
Faith,
faith, confidence. Like,
it
it's
is
all
insanity.
That's what it's a belief in yourself. It's an insane belief.
Yeah.
You know, and honestly, the insane part is the difference. Like, it's an insane belief in what you're doing.
Insane.
Because my wife will be like, hey, this is kind of where we sitting when it comes to this and that. And like, I don't even want to hear it. And and that's not a good thing. Like, obviously, you know, when they talk about finances and stuff like that, when you talk with just next another, that should be a conversation that you got to be able to have. But like, I believe like whatever situation that we're in, we're not going to be there for long. So like, I don't even like to think about it because I'm like, like, all right.
Well, you can't let it pull you down. Like, you
know what I mean? Like I get it's a reality. Yeah. Like, I got you, but like, I'm not even there. Like, so I don't know where it's coming from, but it's coming from somewhere. You know what I mean? It ain't there. You don't see it, but it's coming, because so many times has it happened that way. So many times have I had faith in just paying on marketing or paying for, you know, this education here or whatever it may be. And me not 100% know, like, fucking, like, I don't know, but it's gonna happen,
bro. I will.
And then fucking somebody come, hey, I'm looking to sell my house, man. Shit, if you buy this tomorrow, I only want 50 grand for it. What? And then boom,
you
know what I mean? You
never know what's happening out in the universe, and that person probably never even existed until they called you.
Yeah,
you know what I'm like. And that's how crazy
it always happens. So like, when shit gets bad, sometimes like I don't believe that shit's bad, because I'm just like, well, something's coming.
Something's coming.
Sometimes I don't even know where it's coming from, but it's coming.
Well, I mean, so one thing that gives me more faith is tithing, because I have tithed our last dollar, and then we just get money. Like, I have legitimately tithed the bank account gone.
Well,
and then we get a check or something else comes in the next day that fills up the bank account. Like, bananas shit, to where it is out. That's the only thing I tell most people to do. Like, hey, just donate 10%. If it's your last 10% you haven't done it before, the more you give, the more that comes back.
Well, and what do they say? What they say faith is? Faith from a Bible perspective, right? Faith is the belief in something that you can't see.
Yeah.
And it's like, I got a lot of that. I got a lot of that, you know. And honestly, that's how I honestly believe that. And you believe it because you know you're doing the little things. I think that's the biggest thing. Like, you believe, like, as a football player, when you're training all off season and you're doing that.
That's what you rely on when you in the season.
When you're in the season, it's all based off of, like, I know that I will be able to execute this at the highest level, because I know this off season I was intentional with finishing through the line. I was intentional with, you know, staying low in my stance.
Well, I worked harder than everybody else, right? And you lean on that.
And that's what you lean on. You lean on faith. You lean on things that you can't see. You believe that all that you've done is going to make you better, because others have done it, and there's proof in the concept, right? So
you lean on that hard. Like, at least for me, like, bro, I leaned on my hard work is what built my confidence. Like, my hard work is what's built confidence and faith. Nothing else. Because then, like,
it's worked for too many people for it to not work for me. If I'm doing exactly what they're saying,
I don't even. I'm just like, man, I work harder than you. I will develop more skills than you. Well, not even than you, but like, the hard work gets me so far, and then let's say we get to a really low point, you need to get really creative. That's just another skill that you develop. So next time, you should probably just implement that all the time, since you know what I'm saying? Implement those things when times are low. Probably just implement it all the time.
When you talk about hard work, especially I think in our industry, hard work isn't busy.
No, we talked about this on the DM family call yesterday.
Hard work is is the discipline on the little things. Like, and I think Jamil actually posted a video, a reel on it yesterday, and he talked about how people he has all these $1 million businesses, and people like, your life has to be so great. And he's like, my life is boring.
So I film for 12 hours a day.
I film for 12 hours a day, coach for 6 hours a day, blah, 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 blah. And I wake up and I do it all over again. He's like, it's the same shit, but like, that's what produces.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so when you talk about like working hard, I believe working hard is staying disciplined to the things, to the steps. You know what I mean?